I see a question. The FX module is comparable. Is actually a much more modern implementation. It is from a US company. We are using an IC that is different from the 99% of the Eurorack effects out there that are based on the spin or on the other encloses stuff. This has very, very good reverbs. The whole reverb is really long and very good sounding. At the beginning of the video, the feedback, droning and resonating sound that you heard, it was basically the reverb put into feedback, and so I was using the digital effects to re-enter the audio signal chain to build up some kind of very widespread sound and resonating stuff. By moving the filter that is in between, you can also you can also change in real time the overall tone of the feedback. Yes, I respond to the other questions. We already have the UF1 that is basically the same module. It's basically identical to this one, and is available. It will be available because we are building it right now, but is on our let me say on our catalog. So sorry, I just okay. So coming back to the other side of the machine, that is. I guess that is another section in which we put a lot of stuff. Probably during the video you saw me moving those knobs on the Korg control surface. Those are sending out control change parameters. Well, apart from the classical note gate and modulation wheel that are the normal things that you find in any MIDI to CV interface, we put a few very good addition and very also I would say hard to find in other machines, also much bigger than this. Okay, there is a 16th notes clock if you put the MIDI clock into your MIDI channel, and then we have 4 analog functions mapped to the control changes. Basically, from control changes for 30 to 33, we mapped 2 control voltages, and it was the first. You can see that I'm modulating. Sorry, I can modulate the filter because the output of the first goes into the control voltage of the filter. Okay, and we have 2 of these. The second one goes to the control voltage of the LFO of the other modular during the stuff that I made before. Then we have, sorry for the tail, it's very long. Okay. Then we have one attenuator that I'm using here to attenuate. You heard the with these two potentiometer, I modified the the frequency of the second oscillator of this machine here, and also the attenuation of that frequency that goes into the filter of the other machine. So you can, last but not least, is very interesting because you can do this squelchy and sliding stuff like the TB303 sequencer, because we put also a MIDI controlled slew controller. So you can actually synchronize a control change while you are sequencing something, and just by passing the pitch information inside of the slew controller and having this modulated by an external MIDI sequencer, you can slide, or you can add portamento or not during some step instead of the other. Obviously you can use it also to square stuff, and also to do some kind of envelopes with the slew controllers, with the slew controller. By putting a gate signal inside, you can add the attack and the release phase. Okay. If you have a look at our Facebook page or my own YouTube, I made a very, I think it's a quite complex stuff with just one unit, where the unit was creating three different melodic lines. It was a piece of music of Alessandro Cortini, and I recreated it with just one modular, except a very small 4-step sequencer that I need for the main bass sequence. Otherwise, I played with this keyboard, one note, one oscillator, and with the ribbon controller plus the quantizer, the other melodic line. Coming back to the MIDI to CV stuff, we were not good with just the old connection of of the PC into the external stuff like an expander, etc. But we also implemented a host controller inside of the unit, and so as you can see, we are driving the synthesizer with just this USB stuff. So you can basically connect your beat step, your key step, or other only USB control surfaces or keyboards, external keyboards to play it.